Yo, once again, this is your man, E. Irizeri. Check it out. This video is about hypergamy. That's right, it's about women who only marry men who make just as much or more money than they make. Alright? Feminism has gotten so bad that women have this delusional sense of entitlement that they feel that they should be hypergamous. Okay? However, men cannot be polygamous. Alright? You see how that works? You see how that contradiction works? Or contra-pussyin works? You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Alright? It's funny because when I used to live in the United States of America, right? When I used to live there, I lived in Chicago, I lived in NY, I lived in Florida, I lived in Gay-TL, I lived in all those different cities. Alright? Every time I was dating in those cities, women would never ever ask me how much paper do I make. They would never ask me how much money do I make. Okay? I always hide my receipts. I lock them away. But just because I have not gone out of my way to shell out money for these skank parasites, they decide, man, to pick up their maletas and bounce on me. Alright? They decide to pick up their stuff and basically leave me. Okay? They don't move in. I don't let them move in. Okay? Alright? And another thing that bothers me too is, just because I haven't shelled out money, my receipts are locked away. They assume, he doesn't have a lot of money. He's not shelling out money on me. So by default, they assume that I don't have any money or I'm frugal. Alright? Maybe they analyzed my shoes one day. I was walking. They saw I was walking a bit bow-legged. Maybe they were like, he shops at Payless Shoe Source to get his shoes. I think he's a cheapskate. I'm cool. I have a lot of enabling men who are going to shell out a lot more money for me. Yeah. He's a little on the bigger side, so yeah, he seems a bit selfish. He's probably gonna buy himself more food than he would for me on a date anyway. I think I could do better. I would have men who would bow down and kiss the bunion on my fucking index toe. That's how it would go down. That's how things would transpire. Okay? I'm telling you, this global feminism, this guy go to nip in the ass. There's some heretics out there, not critics, I call them heretics, okay? There's some heretics out there, some enabling heretics out there that assume feminism is dead. Nah, that's the total adverse, it's total inverse opposite, okay? It is not dead, it's alive and it's kicking. It's just more subtle, just like classism. It's more alive more than ever. The richer get richer, the poor getting poorer. Is it put out there? Yeah, you're poor, I don't want to talk to you anymore. No. They just turn their nose up at you and they'll stop fucking with you. Don't you know here in Chile I have a teacher job, right? Don't you know I had 12 students, okay? I never ever disrespected any of the 11 students, okay? And I really technically didn't disrespect the other student. But he told me I was a bad teacher in front of other students, okay? If I'm such a bad teacher, why couldn't you pull me to the side and tell me that, okay? My Spanish is decent enough, and they knew it, that I would understand them. If they were to speak to me despacio, I would have understand those people, okay? But they're too pompous. They figured, no, we don't speak slow. They don't even speak proper Spanish there. You know what I'm saying? They speak more proper Spanish in other countries in Latin America than they do in Chile, yo. Here, they don't say si, they say seep. You know what I'm saying? What type of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I had the whole 12, after he said I was a bad teacher, and I was like, you know, and I told him then and there, you didn't have to disrespect me in front of everybody. You didn't have to disrespect me in front of everybody else in class. You know, you could have pulled me to the side and said that. He's like, no, I don't care, I don't like you, I don't like you. And I was like, you know what, you could kiss my ass. Okay, he understood that perfectly, and he's a first level learning English cat. So everybody, man, gathered their shit, got up and straight boycotted me, straight walked out and demanded another teacher. Alright? Just because in a couple other classes I made a couple of sexual innuendos, I said 69, yeah, I said 69, so what? They didn't understand what the fuck star 69 meant. Okay, so I was trying to tell them in the broken Spanish I speak. They still didn't understand. I illustrated for them, slow as possible, articulate and eloquent as possible. They didn't get it, so hence I had to get crass on them. In order to find out, I had to be a bit crude. Then they got the point. Maybe they're mad at themselves that they're so conservative that they had to learn something. I had to be so crude to their prude asses. You guys understand where I'm coming from? Alright, you smell me, you understand, right? And even then, like, teachers there, they look down at me. Why? Because I got a little swag in my walk. I don't walk like a robot. I walk like I have persona. I walk like I have charisma. Alright? But this shit is too much, man. You know, I'm thinking about bouncing the fuck out of here. I think Peru would treat me better than this shit. It has to. Even Bolivia, La Paz would treat me better than this. I'm not fucking with Santa Cruz de la Sierra. I'm not fucking with that. After meeting that feminist, they probably whitewashed out there. And from what I heard, they were trying to get Santa Cruz to separate from the rest of Bolivia anyway. And the U.S. government, man, was trying to pump money into Santa Cruz to get them to break away, man, from Morales fucking Bolivia. Alright? So, you know, I'm tired of the fucking U.S. feminized, faggot-ass, fucking capitalist-ass, classist-ass fucking government, man. I'm sick of that shit. If it weren't for the U.S., man, Chile wouldn't even fucking exist, man. Okay? Northern Chile belonged to Bolivia and Peru. South of Santiago belonged to Argentina. It should be Santiago and the nearby suburbs. That's it. That should only be Chile only, yo. The rest of that shit don't even belong to Chile, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of this hypergamous bullshit. This classist bullshit like I'm a piece of shit. Just because I don't conform, I don't walk around with my ass tight like Urkel. Okay, so anyway, it's men, we don't mind dating women who make less money than us, okay? We want a woman to be home to nurture a family, or not to make as much, try not to compete with a man, feeling that she's entitled to the same things a man is, that she feels she's equal or even better than the man, that she should get paid as much. A woman should not get paid as much, because women are children at the end of the day. Okay? When you give a child too big of an allowance, how do children act? They go out, they buy a plethora of junk food, just like these spoiled princess women out here. The ones that go out here, they eat a lot of food. What happens to women when they eat a lot of food? Most feminists are fat, aren't they? Or they got love handles seeping over the belt line, don't they? And they think they don't have to hit the gym. They think, oh, I got a big butt. My shit is fly. Let me just take a glimpse at my stomach while I'm looking in the mirror. Oh, I do look skinny, because look at the angle, man. I'm showing myself in the mirror. So I don't need to work out. Okay? These are these very feminists who feel hypergamy should work for them. But it's a double standard for it to work for the man the other way around, okay? Because if women feel that they have to have a man who makes less money than them, they feel like they're entitled to take care of the man. Okay? I dated women who made more money than me, and I was making $75,000 a fucking year. You know, and the homegirl was making 110, 120. She was a corporate executive, man. She has 30 years senior. I thought because she was a MILF cougar that she would be a more mature woman to date. But no, she was actually the worst thing that happened to me. And this was in the Bay Area, California, right? She lived up in Hayward, and she used to commute to Palo Alto, man, like every day to work out there. And what's that other city that's out there? It's right off the 84. Not Lumberton. It's right off the California 84. It goes across the bridge. It's like at the bottom part of the bay. It's like a little mini bridge. All right. I just remember it was Route 84. That's all I remember. Okay. And it takes you to EPA East Palo Alto. All right. So in any event, yo man, I'm about to run out of time. It's 9:30 mark right now. But basically, that's my rant on hypergamy. I might make a part 2. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it because I did this off the top of my head. So I don't know if I assessed all the points I was supposed to in order to manifest, in order to get my points completed and completely manifest out. Alright? Take care. Ciao.